So I don't know about you guys, but for me, buying a new helmet is always a bit of a traumatic process. I guess it's a bit different when you're, doing videos and stuff as well as just protecting your head, because you have certain other needs as well as just having a comfortable helmet sort of thing. We need a good spot to mount the GoPro. We need to be able to have microphones and shit inside the helmet. Also, we use the comms, so you need space where your ears are for speakers and stuff like that. So this has just been one of those purchases that's worked out perfectly. I've got absolutely no complaints about this helmet, and especially being that we bought them online, sight unseen. I'd never seen one of them in the flesh, but I'd seen a couple of good raps about them from Pete at Hippo Drones, and also from Nerd One. I was pretty keen to give this helmet a go, so ordering online, not being able to try it on first, even though for a carbon fibre helmet it is quite cheap, it's still a lot of money for us poor folk to be spending, and they only sell these in Germany, so you're spending quite a lot on shipping as well, and it's a big hassle if it doesn't fit or whatever, or you don't like it. But we got lucky. I normally wear a large, so I ordered a large and it fits perfect. Nat normally wears extra small, and she got an extra small, and that's great. They both worked out. The sizing was great. As a lot of you adventure guys would know, when it comes to adventure helmets, it's quite hard to get a lightweight one. Even the top of the line, the Arrow XD4 and all those are quite heavy helmets, and when when we're adding GoPros and comms and all this sort of stuff to them, you end up with a lot of strain on your neck basically. So you want to start off with something as light as possible. I weighed this one when I first got it. It was complete, had the peak, the visor, even the pin lock on it, which comes with it as well. You get a pin lock for the visor, and it was 1350 grams, so 1.35 kilos, which is really light for for an adventure helmet. It's such a comfortable helmet to wear. Really happy with the weight of it, and it's a cool looking helmet too. You can't beat that carbon fibre look. You can adjust the peak a little bit too. It's got two settings there, and the peak isn't big enough to catch the wind too much, so really it's quite, compared to the MX helmets that we were wearing, this thing is much better on the road. You can move, you can look up, look around to the side and everything without any worry of your head getting ripped off. The peak does feel a little bit flimsy, but this is not a motocross helmet. You can see the ventilation there. Most of it's been blocked off by the GoPro mount now, unfortunately, but still no worries. Pads are great, they velcro in. There's some clips for the back piece as well. All pretty easy to remove, to wash them, and we've had no issues fitting speakers, microphones, all that crap into the helmet. There is a little bit of distortion through the visor. I thought it was just maybe because of the pin lock, but apparently other people have said that there's a bit of distortion. I don't find it to be bad enough to annoy me or anything, so I'm not too worried about that. I will say too that this helmet is really quite quiet. Like, I haven't had a great deal of experience with other adventure style helmets, but compared to our motocross helmets, obviously this is a lot quieter on the road, a lot more of a pleasure to wear than an MX helmet for sure. Yeah, very happy with that side of it. So yeah, as for pricing, I think they do have sales on these now and then. The place you want to look for them is Lewis. It's called lewis.eu or something like that. They got a website. Pretty much the only place that you can get these. So when it comes to cost, they were on special a little bit. I think they were around about 220 euros. So yeah, it was up around $800 and something for both of them delivered, which wasn't too bad when you look at the the Klein Krios helmets, which are pretty much exactly the same thing. You're looking at over $1,000 here in Australia for those guys. So for a carbon adventure helmet, really good pricing. Even with this coronavirus crap going on, it only took I think it was about 3 weeks for them to get from the day they shipped them to when we got them at our door. It was around about 3 weeks. So yeah, brilliant helmet, highly recommended if you're after an adventure style helmet. And apparently they even work pretty well with goggles too if you wanted to use goggles. I highly recommend you check out Nerd1's review of this helmet as well. He's had his for a couple of years now, and he loves it. So yeah, I'll put a link to Nerb's review in the description. Now for any of you guys that are curious about the GoPro sort of style setup on this helmet, what I've actually done here is, this is the mount that the GoPro actually comes on in the box. It's actually a big flat bit of plastic with this mount on it. You can cut around that. I've cut it out so that it's just a little bit bigger than the actual mount, so you've got a bit of extra plastic around the edge there, and heat that up and fold it in so that it molds pretty well to the shape of the helmet there. And then that's just stuck on there with RTV silicone. It's not permanent, you can get it off if you want to, and it's not going to leave any residue on there once you get it all off. It will be a bit of a pain in the ass to get off, but I don't really plan on taking that off. That's fine, that's a permanent fixture there now. And with the GoPro mount itself, it's just a standard buckle with one of these short aluminium extenders you can get. They just allow the camera to come out a bit further, and you can get a bit more of an angle on there. Brilliant little addition to your GoPro kit. They're only about $10 off eBay. Gives you a bit more flexibility with the standard buckle. And then of course I've got the stupid GoPro mic adapter. It's double-sided tape to the outside of the helmet there, and then that goes in through the side vent there. And I've actually got this wired up now to 2 microphones. One goes to the front, just behind this cheek pad here. There's one of the microphones. The other one's behind this pad, behind the ear pad, right next to the Bluetooth speaker. So hopefully the left channel is going to pick up my voice, and the right channel is going to pick up Nat's voice through the Bluetooth. And I'll be able to just mix those together and adjust the volumes if necessary during editing. So I haven't tried that out yet with the 2 mics, but we'll see how we go. And then of course we've just got the Bluetooth. I've got that mount double-sided taped onto the helmet as well. So yeah, that's the Nishua Enduro Carbon. You can get a tinted visor for these guys as well. I'm not sure of the price on that, but I just wear sunglasses underneath that, and I'm going to stick with the clear visor, but that's just me. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, we'll see you soon. Alright, testing out the audio with the new mic setup. Set the visor open, I'll close the visor. So the GoPro mic, I now have 2, so 2 mics hooked up in stereo. The one in front of my gob is the left channel, and the one that's next to the Bluetooth is the right channel to pick up Nat's talking. So just testing it out today, see how it sounds.